Looking to get yourself some sweet wrestling gear? Reviewing the Elite's got you covered. Subscribe to the channel, like, and comment on a video between now and the end of November, and you could be the lucky winner. At the end of November, we're going to pick one person from our subscribers list who's commented and liked the video, and we're going to give away this $25 gift certificate from Pro Wrestling Tees. You can get you an AEW t-shirt. You can get you a t-shirt that says a little bit of the bubbly. Hell, you can do whatever you want with it. Just make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on one of our videos this month. Holy shit, goddamn it, motherfucker! Welcome back to Reviewing the Elite, and we got something. We're doing something new now. We're gonna do something from here on out. This is gonna be cool. We're bringing in somebody else. If you live tweet with us during the shows, or you're watching our Twitter throughout the week, we're talking to Krissy. Krissy handles most of what goes on a Twitter account. The soft, the nicey stuff that goes on. She uses words like feels. I don't say feels. If somebody's on Twitter going, what the fuck is this? That's probably me. Any other time, it's probably Krissy. Hello, Krissy.
Hello.
To talk to my dozens and dozens of fans.
Dozens and dozens.
Tens
of dozens.
Tens of dozens of fans. And we just wrapped up getting everything set up for this week's review of the Elite. You can check it out on my YouTube channel, Reviewing the Elite, or you can follow us on Twitter at Elite Reviewing. And we've done the review for the week, and now we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We were kind of talking. Let's do this. Let's do our top 5 favorite wrestlers or personalities, if you will, in the AEW.
Personalities too?
You know, it could be. It could be a wrestler. It could be a personality. It could be Jim Ross. It could be the cameraman. If you really think he's one of the best, I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I didn't include the people that you might just call personalities, but well, now I have to rethink my list. You start.
Oh my god! Like, she's doing the woman thing. She's changing her mind already. Holy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get email for that. Anyway, number 5, I've got a top 5. Number 5, Pac. I love Pac. I like the way he looks. I like the way he wrestles. I like the fact that he worked with the WWE for a time. He's wrestled on that top level. I'm really like, I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but I'm really a fan of his physique. Like, he's got that real low body fat Lex Luger kind of thing going on, and not only do I dig him, but the crowd digs him. And I think he can go either way. He can play the good guy. He can play the bad guy. The sky's the limit for him in AEW. What do you think of Pac?
I like him. He's not in my top 5, but I definitely like him. I agree, but he wasn't in my top 5.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. Who's your number 5?
My number 5 is Scorpio Sky.
Scorpio Sky. Why do you like Scorpio? Yeah.
I think he's amazing. Like, I haven't watched him in a lot of matches, but like what I have seen him in, I've been really like, he does some really cool stuff. Like, I like the moves he does. Like, I think, and he's, I mean, if you want to talk about physiques, I guess he's got a good physique too. He's not hard on the eyes, you know. But I like him. I think he does really cool stuff. I've watched like some YouTube videos of him too, like outside of AEW stuff, and I think he's going to be a big star one day. So like he's got potential. So he's my number 5.
I could go with Scorpio Sky. Truly, without a doubt, he was the hero of the tag team tournament.
Yes, he was.
It cost so much goddamn money last night because I had it all on the Lucha Brothers.
So you gotta believe, right?
Yeah, Lucha
believe.
Well, okay, Scorpio Sky. I can get with that. Number 4,
yeah.
Cody Rhodes. This is my Cody Rhodes. He's 4. He's 4. Like, as far as wrestlers go, like I wouldn't say he's the best. I wouldn't say he's the worst. He's like a lower main event guy to me. But the reason I really like Cody is because he has the vision, right, of what's going on in AEW. Like, he comes from good stock, you know, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and he's got the vision for what's going on in AEW. And it's a wrestling show put on by wrestlers, and he's gonna see to that. Like, and for that reason, forget about like whatever you think about him in the ring or out of the ring, whatever you know. To me, he's the reason that AEW is going to be, a huge success. It already is in a lot of ways a big success. So, like, I've been waiting for somebody to come along to bring professional wrestling back into the, back on television, back into the mainstream. That's not a Vince Russo or a Dixie Carter or a Jeff Jarrett or the Impact bullshit or whatever. And Cody Rhodes is my guy.
I like him, but I just had him further up on my list than 4. That's why I was like, he's your 4? So I was kind of.
When you see my, you'll get it. You'll get it.
I'll get it. So my number 4 is definitely Britt Baker.
The Doctor.
The Doctor.
She can take teeth out and fix it all in the same night.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna kick you in the teeth so that you later on you can pay me to fix them. I think she's really interesting. I think she's a good wrestler. I think she's pretty and stuff. Like, so she's like, she looks good, but like, I don't think she depends on her looks to get her through the business, though, which I think, like, maybe not at AEW, but like at other places, I feel like it's more you're a showgirl that can do stuff. Whereas I think she's tough and she can go out there and do it. And I like watching her matches, and I think her Twitter feed is hilarious. She says hilarious things on it. So I just, like, as a personality and as a wrestler, she's got it for me. I like her.
Okay, I'm going to test your wrestling knowledge right now. Did you know that Britt Baker wasn't the first dentist in professional wrestling?
I actually want to say yes, I did know that, because there was somebody that had a dentist gimmick before, wasn't there? Like, I don't remember who, but I remember there being like definitely like a doctor dentist type of thing going on somewhere at one point. Yeah.
Isaac Yankem, played by Ken Jacobs, who is also now known as, do you know?
No.
Kane.
Oh.
Kane's WWF, I'm quoting fingering the F, gimmick was Dr. Isaac Yankem. So he DDS. So there you go. She's a much prettier dentist than he was, I think.
She is a much prettier dentist.
I'm just saying. All right, number 3, Dustin. Dustin's my number 3. I've been loving Dustin since his early days, since he was the Natural. Gold Dust was always one of the more interesting characters during the Attitude Era. Interesting time, and he more than Cody reminds me of his father, and Dusty's in my top 5 all time. So, like, Dustin reminds me of Dusty so much. God damn, just looks just like him. Yeah, and that match he had with Cody at the pay-per-view, and just what he's doing right now. And at the end of the day, if he gets out of the ring anytime soon, he's going to be one of those guys, taking these younger guys and bringing them up through the business, showing them how to do what needs to be done. And he, like, in anything else, he's over no matter what he does.
Right. I totally agree with that. He's definitely in my top 5. He just, again, wasn't my number 3. We're just off by a little bit here.
That's right. Just so everybody knows, we did these lists separately and then came together on it. So in case you're wondering if we're collaborating, no, we don't like each other all that much. So
because Cody Rhodes was my number 3.
Cody was your number 3? All right. What's up?
Yeah, I think for like all the reasons that you said he was your number 4, he is my number 3. Like, I think he's got that like that attitude and that swagger and that whole like thing about him right now that I think it resonates with people too. Like, people like characters like what he's playing right now. You know, like they want to see those types of characters, and I think that's part of what makes him so appealing. You know, like I like all the video ads, and I like all the teasing he's done over YouTube and things like that. Like, I really am enjoying everything he's doing right now, and his matches are good and stuff, right? So I find him really entertaining, just as a whole. Like, and like I did really enjoy the contract signing last night. I thought that Chris Jericho and Cody Rhodes were both hilarious and great in it. Like, they had their moments where I kind of laughed, and moments where I was like, oh shit, and I thought it was all really good. It's just, yeah, like, for all the reasons you said, though, he's totally mine. Number 3.
all the contract signings I've seen, I never saw one turn into a parking lot brawl. That was different.
It was super. Like, you know, it's funny because as soon as that happened, my first thought right away was like, I had seen a tweet by Dustin Rhodes earlier in the day where he was talking about how, you know, he's so honored to be on this on this road, going down this road with Cody and stuff like that, and how it's gonna be a war. Like whatever happens is gonna be a war. And like as soon as I saw that happen, I was like, oh, yep, there you go, there's the war. And I was like all in, and I couldn't wait to see. I can't wait to see what happens next. You know.
Now, I'd like to make a little prediction with you. I think that Dustin will win the title before Cody does.
I
Ooh,
think I agree with that. Actually, like I can see that happening, right? I think I agree.
yeah. I see Jericho beating him at All Elite, or I'm sorry, at Full Gear. I see Jericho beating Cody at Full Gear, but probably Dustin will beat Jericho on down the line for the belt.
Right.
Okay, we agree. Holy cow! All right, that's how you tell we're not married. We agree on stuff.
I agree with you on that. Yes.
My number 2, Chris Jericho. Look, I don't know how long you've been watching wrestling. I've been watching Chris Jericho since I was a young teenager, like 13, 14, when he first got into the business. He trained and started with Jim Cornette at Smoky Mountain, and his career has been one of those where it's like no matter what he's doing, whether he's hating on the crowd or he's loving on the crowd, whether he's the good guy this week or the bad guy this week, everybody just kind of gets behind him, and he brings to the AEW that star power, that one big name that they need to keep people tuned in. And he's a Walking Dead fan. He was on fucking Talking Dead, so I can't hate on a Walking Dead fan.
Right. I mean, I'm Canadian. I've been watching Chris Jericho forever. It's a requirement.
There's laws in Canada that you must watch.
You also must watch Kenny Omega. Yes, it's a requirement. There are certain laws in Canada where it's like you have to be a fan. I'm sorry.
Bret Hart law. Okay, I got it.
Bret Hart. Oh yeah, I call it the Bret Hart law. Go for it, because that's like I totally grew up. It's like, oh look, there's a Bret Hart thing happening. You best watch and pay attention.
Right. Canada doesn't have many heroes, so when you get one, you get one.
We take what we can get. No, we have lots of heroes, but I'm just saying, like I've been watching Jericho forever, and he again. This is another one where he is on my list, but he was not my, like, we're on number 2, right? Yeah, he was not my number 2. but Dustin Rhodes was my number 2. See, that's why I said, like, we're really close here. We're slightly off, because I think Dustin Rhodes is amazing, and I've always liked him. He's always been one of my favorite wrestlers, like, forever. So, like, I don't know if it's just like me liking him, period, or what, but I was just like, he's got a spot. Like, I have a soft spot for him. and I like seeing him in the ring, and I like seeing what he does. And I totally agree. Like, when he did that match a few weeks back, and everyone's like, wow, H has done nothing to this guy. I totally agree. Like, he doesn't look like he's no, like, 50-year-old type of thing there. He looked like he can hold up with any of the guys that that could climb into the ring with him. So I just think he's got it going on, and I really have enjoyed watching him at AEW. So he's totally my number 2.
Number 2. All right. And my number 1, the greatest wrestler in the business today, Jon Moxley. How do you not love Jon Moxley? Like, he basically shit on the WWE on his way out the door, signing with AEW, and like it exposed them for what they were, which was like overbearing and controlling. I'm not saying the product of the WWE is 100% bad, but like they're trying to control everything. And now he's here in the AEW, and he gets to do pretty much what he wants to do. He gets to go out and handle business the way he wants to handle business. And people are responding to that. I'm responding to that. He reminds me a lot of the Stone Cold of this generation now, where he's anti-establishment. He's unsanctionable now, and it's exciting to watch, and it's fun to see. And I like no doubt in my mind that before the second or third year's up, he's going to be the AEW champion, and he's going to have a very long run before somebody can manage to get that title off him.
I agree that Jon Moxley is amazing. I love him, and I probably should have put him in my top 5, but like but I didn't because I was making some like choices. I was like, who do I really value, like, and stuff, like, and it's not that I don't value him. I think he's great. I really loved what he did this past week on Dynamite and stuff like that. I thought it was amazing. His like promo and stuff. But like my number one is Chris Jericho.
Team Canada.
Not just Team Canada. Like he. Here's the thing though. Like both these guys are on fire right now. Like, can we admit that? Like they are exuding something that's like just really exciting to watch, and they both got like this. Like this liveliness in themselves. Like whenever they're out there right now and they're promoting or they're fighting, they've got like, it looks like they've got extra spunk, right? Like that's what I see when I watch it. And Chris Jericho seems like he is just enjoying himself way too much, but that's great. Like it makes it fun to watch, you know, like it makes it great to watch because you can see that he's really into what he's doing right now, and that just makes him all the better performer. So that's why he's my number one. And like you said, like all the reasons that you said, he's great is true. Like, you know, he knows what he's doing and he's been around for a long time and he is the star power that AEW needs. And yeah, but that's also why he's my number one.
During the Monday Night Wars, you know, I think the best part of WCW was the mid card, the cruiserweight mid card, with guys like Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Chavo, La Parka, and Chris Jericho. Believe it or not, was a mid card cruiserweight back in the day, and now he's at the top of his game. So for me, it's been a fun 20-year ride. You know, watching him do his thing all the way up. I'm hoping one day to get on one of the Jericho rock and roll cruises or something like that. You know, like check out Fozzy and hang out with some wrestlers and get on a boat and sip some margaritas.
Cool.
Yeah. Do people cruise in Canada?
Yes, we cruise in Canada. There's a very big cruising industry.
For like 3 days where it's not iced over, right? I
live on the West Coast. There's like very few days where there's snow, like in the cities and stuff. Cruising is a thing that we have cruise boat season, just so you know. There you go.
We're not only are we fun, but we're educational. All right, and I have an honorable mention that did make my top 5, but is somebody that probably when we do this, if again in 10 years, will most definitely be in my top 5. Darby Allin. I'm a huge fan. I like what he's doing. I had not heard of him until AEW came out, and every time he comes out, every time he's in a match, I'm like, wow, this guy he's going to be the future of this company. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but in 4 or 5 years, you better believe there's going to be a Darby Allin World Heavyweight Champion for AEW.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's cool.
He's cool. I mean, I don't know. He's cool. Maybe I'm not into the look. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe that's what it is. Like the whole like half skeleton scary thing. I don't know. It's just maybe I'm not into it. I think he's got talent though, and I did like it, like the whole like skateboard thing and all that stuff. That was super fun. But if I was gonna do an honorable mention, I guess I would have to do Jon Moxley. Because he wasn't in my top 5. But really, you know who I want to do, because I've talked about him so much to you. You know I want to say.
Okay, here we go. All right, let me hold my nose. Go ahead.
You know, it's not going to be that bad, but you know I'm going to say MJF, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Kenny Omega. No.
Oh, MJF.
Okay, no, yeah, MJF. I think the first time I saw MJF was at like All In, and he came out and he cut that promo, and I was just like, oh my, like I was like, if the Miz and Ric Flair had a child, it was MJF.
Right? I think that's the part that got me really excited, was that feel that he gives. I really like it. It's something I enjoy. So there you go. Do you like how I got really excited when you said that? Because that's how I feel. I like him.
I thought you were going to say Kenny Omega, so I was bracing myself for that one.
No, I mean I love Kenny Omega and stuff like that. It's just you asked for a top 5, and then you brought up an honorable mention, and I was like, well, it should be Jon Moxley, but really in my head, I'm thinking MJF because I love him. I think he's great. I love his whole persona. I like even how he like trashes on fans, like in like to their face, like some of the stuff that he tweets out where he like knocks their hats off their heads when they're trying to get like autographs and stuff. That I think is cool that he keeps the whole thing going pretty much 24/7, and I love the attitude he gives off, like his whole character. There's not a thing I don't enjoy about watching it. So
Right. Now, do you think he's gonna turn on Cody Rhodes? Because they're tight right now.
I don't know, but I'm interested to find out. I don't know though. Like I think I kind of feel like he might, because it feels like he should, right? Like I guess that's my thing. I guess it feels like he should, but I don't know if I want him to. I'm kind of just enjoying where he's at right now.
All right. Well. All right. So it's good that like we don't agree on everything, and this would have just been a very boring, little chat here. We could debate some stuff and find out you're not a bigger Kenny Omega fan as I thought you were, which is excellent. I'm kidding, Kenny. We love you. We love you, and the poodle on top of your head. It's great. All right. Well, thanks everybody. This has been another fun one from Reviewing the Elite. Now remember, you can live tweet with us during the shows at Elite Reviewing on Twitter.com, and also if you like one of our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment on one of our videos all through the month of November. You could win a $25 gift certificate from ProWrestlingTees.com, which means you can get you a Bit of the Bubbly t-shirt, you get you an AEW t-shirt, you get you whatever you want to do with it. It's your $25. I don't give a fuck. All right, so this is me. I'm not going to tell you my name because it's Bob, and Kristen saying we'll catch you in the next one.